Have you ever faced a problem so heavy that it made you lose sleep? A problem that kept replaying in your mind as if it had taken control of every thought? We all have. Because problems are a part of life, and the way we deal with them defines who we become. Before we begin, take a second to subscribe to the channel if you love reflections about personal growth, wisdom, and emotional strength. Together, we learn how to build a calmer, stronger, and wiser life. Now, let's dive deep into how to solve problems truly, deeply, and effectively. 1. Face the problem honestly. The first step is simple but powerful. Don't deny that the problem is a problem. Many people hide behind phrases like, "I don't have problems. I only have opportunities." But pretending that pain doesn't exist doesn't make it disappear. It only makes it grow in silence. Denial is the most expensive delay. When you deny the reality of your problem, you rob yourself of the chance to fix it. So, name it, see it, admit it. Only when you acknowledge the wound can healing begin. 2. See growth in the pain. Every problem you face pushes you to grow. It forces you to stretch your limits, to think differently, to become more resilient. Yes, growth is painful, but not learning the lesson is even more painful. Every challenge in your life has a message hidden inside it. A message that says, you can become more than what you were. When you embrace that message, pain becomes your teacher, not your enemy. 3. Look beyond the problem. Try to visualize your life after you've solved it. Imagine what peace would feel like. This vision gives you strength when you feel weak, because it reminds you that the problem is temporary, that there is life beyond it. When you focus only on the pain, you get stuck in darkness. But when you focus on the light at the end, your mind begins to find ways to reach it. The imagination of success is the first step toward real success. 4. Break it down. Problems often seem impossible because we try to solve them all at once. But remember this timeless wisdom. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. If you are in debt, don't think about the whole mountain of bills. Think about one payment, one habit, one small win. If you're overwhelmed by a big goal, divide it into small daily actions. Every big problem is just a collection of smaller ones waiting to be solved. Focus on one piece, finish it, and move to the next. That's how progress is built, piece by piece, day by day. 5. Stop imagining the worst. Our minds love drama. We often take a small problem and turn it into a tragedy in our imagination. But in reality, most worst-case scenarios never happen. There's a story of someone whose dog got cut. The owner imagined the worst: illness, surgery, even death. Days of worry, fear, and tears. Until the truth came out, the dog had just swallowed a small toy. A simple surgery fixed it, and she was fine. The pain came not from the problem itself, but from the imagination of disaster. Deal with the problem as it is, not as your mind exaggerates it to be. 6. Write it down. When you write your problem on paper, it suddenly becomes smaller. It's no longer a monster in your head, it's just words on a page. Writing brings clarity. It allows you to see what's real and what's imagined. So grab a notebook. Write what's wrong, what's within your control, and what actions you can take. Sometimes the simple act of writing turns confusion into understanding. 7. Focus on the solution. The real question is not, why did this happen? But, what can I do now? Energy flows where attention goes. If you keep thinking about how unfair or difficult life is, your problem grows bigger. But if you start asking, what's one thing I can do to make it better? Your brain begins to find answers. Remember, the problem itself doesn't matter as much as your response to it. That's where your power lies. 8. Ask for help. You don't have to carry every burden alone. Sometimes, another person's perspective can open doors you didn't know existed. Ask for advice. Seek mentors. Learn from those who have faced what you're facing now. And this is important, ask for help after you've done your part. People respect those who try first. When you come prepared, others are more willing to help you move forward. 9. Take action. Even small ones thinking and planning are not enough. Action is what changes everything. Even the smallest step forward is better than standing still. Don't wait for perfect clarity. It rarely comes. Move and clarity will follow. 10. Trust the process. Every solved problem leaves behind wisdom. Every mistake teaches you how to do better next time. So instead of fearing problems, start to see them as invitations to grow, to become wiser, to live more consciously. When you trust that every challenge carries a hidden gift, you no longer live in fear. You live in learning. Conclusion, so remember the steps, face the problem honestly. See growth in the pain. Look beyond the problem. Break it down. Stop imagining disasters. Write it down. Focus on the solution. Ask for help. Take action. Trust the process. Problems don't define you. Your response does. Life isn't about avoiding difficulties, but about learning how to rise above them with wisdom, calm, and courage. If this message touched you, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and share it with someone who might need strength today. Remember, every problem is temporary, but every lesson you learn from it stays with you forever.